Hello, we're in Malta. We're going to look at a limited edition print. Well, I should say a printer's proof from the limited editions. So what we've got is a print, impression and etching. And what happened is, in around 1975, Pasmore did a painting, and the painting was photographed. And then from the photograph, the printer, the publisher and Pasmore made adjustments to the photograph and scaled the photograph to provide the image to be put onto the etching plate in a photographic way. And then they made the print. So just to go back over it, the original artwork was not signed or initialed. The original artwork was photographed, and as the photograph is sacrificial, they would use it to choose on the size and choose on the final look, and if there were inconsistencies, they could change the photograph, not change the original painting, and then they would use the photograph from the maquette to make these. So this is from the set of limited editions, artist proofs and printer's proofs. This is a printer's proof, and there would have been perhaps 60 limited edition prints with numbers. There would have been artist proofs, Pasmore would have had them. There would have been printer's proofs, which the printer would have kept. And I guess if there were 60 limited editions, Pasmore would have kept a dozen kind of thing. And as a bonus, the printer, as a tip, as a bonus, would have had another dozen. That's what I think, about a dozen, I imagine. This piece of paper is wove paper. It has a manufacturer's stamp. I think it's the paper maker, not the publisher. And if you follow the line along, when you get to this plate, where the plate has been impressed, it goes down. So it goes along, down, along, up, and along. So it's a three-dimensional sort of shape to it. And the etching plate, which was used to put on the ink, was engraved by hand in the etching plate factory by Victor Pasmore. So he, in a book we have, he says, he was interviewed and said he would try to personally engrave each etching plate. So he would have gone to the factory in London, I think there's a London one, not an Italian one, the printing, and he would have taken his name, VP, put it here onto the etching plate. And then when the print is made, it reverses, and you'll see on all of the limited edition prints, most of them anyway, VP is on the plate in reverse. And as I say, it wasn't on the original picture, the original painting. So that's what's happening. And what he then does is he gets the ream of print to sign, and he will write PP, printer's proof, and he will initial it himself. That's pencil, that's pencil. And on some of the Pasmore prints, he adds other items to the margin outside the plate. This is called the plate. And he also sometimes adds text, poems. And the maquettes sometimes are used to add additional items which are not on the original painting. And sometimes the maquette is used to take things off the original painting. Okay, so it's complicated. Now the piece of paper has got a rough edge. This is a desirable feature. It shows it's an artisanal, handmade piece of printing using presses and rollers and ink and eyesight. And we've had it put in a double-sided glass frame, a case. And the idea is, when I'm selling it to someone, I can show them the back and I can say, oh, look at this back, it's really nice, it's original. And most buyers, to be quite honest, quite like to see the back of things they're buying. Yes, it's a strange frame, but they get to see what they're buying. And I think actually it looks quite good. And if it's hung on a wall, the colour of the wall will become the colour of the mount in a way. So I think it's fine. It's safe in there, you can see the whole print, you can see the torn edge, which is desirable, and there's nothing to hide. So this is in Malta for sale. I have one only, I can't get any more. The title of the print is Turning and Turning in the Widening Gyre. I don't know what it means. It goes on to say, The falcon cannot hear the falconer, so this is Pasmore getting carried away slightly, I think, and he adds these bits on the side. What happened is part of the story. The maquettes, we have got 26 maquettes for different prints, and the maquettes show the colours to be used by the printers, and they change the colours often from the original artwork to the prints. And at the time he was doing these, he liked this ochre colour, browny colour, and the printers would obviously use the ink, which had to be used when it was warm, and they would add grit to the ink to give it this textured effect. If it didn't have any texture in it, it would look very insipid and boring. So this printing stuff is really important, really, if you're going to become and understand what Pasmore was trying to do. Okay, I think I've covered it. Bye-bye.